Saturday, July 19th, we have the rematch with Tszyu and Sebastian Fundora. This one is for Sebastian Fundora's, I believe it's the WBC. It might be a WBC, right? Or it's a WBO belt. It's one of those belts. This is Tszyu's second crack, and I'm here to give my prediction for this fight. I didn't even know they were fighting. I had no idea. I didn't see any promotion really for this fight. That's probably one of the reasons why I didn't know they were fighting. But they are, and I'll be real. Tszyu should have been running it back with Murtazaliev, man, because that right there, he got his ass straight whooped. So I would have thought that he would have tried to run that back. I don't think he want no more parts of Murtazaliev for real. But to the prediction, let's do the tail of the tape, man. We got Sebastian Fundora, man. He's the champ. He's at 22 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 14 wins by knockout. His 1 loss was by knockout, and that came at the hands of Brian Mendoza in the 7th round. Good fight, too. Sebastian Fundora, all his fights are exciting, man. Every last one of them. Freakishly tall dude. He's 27 years old, 6'5.5" in height, with an 80-inch arm reach. All right. And then you got Tszyu. He's at 25 wins, 2 losses, no draws, 18 wins by knockout, and 1 loss came. One of his losses were by knockout at the hands of Bakram Murtazaliev. Murtazaliev. That's how you say it. Mr. Murder. The Murder Man. He whooped that ass in that fight, man. The 3rd round, he was knocked out in the 3rd round. But Tszyu is 30 years old, 5'8.5", 5'8.5" tall, 70.5-inch arm reach. So he's older than Fundora, way shorter, and has a way shorter reach. 72% knockout ratio compared to Sebastian Fundora's 68% knockout ratio. Almost similar power according to the ratios go, as far as that's concerned. But we got Tszyu. I would say, as far as his fighting style, very kind of flat-footed, very flat-footed. He has a great jab, decent body work. Doesn't really move his head. Defense is really, it's all right. He doesn't have the worst defense, but could be much better. Absolutely much better than what it is. He tends to sometimes admire a lot of his work sometimes, and that gets him caught in a lot of his, and he doesn't really have, like, he doesn't seem to know how to clinch when he's in trouble. That's another problem with Tszyu. He has too much heart for his own good. Sebastian Fundora, on the other hand, extremely tall, nice jab. He likes to fight short most of the time. He doesn't really fight like tall. He's not really an outboxer, but he can outbox. I've seen him do it. He likes to fight on the inside. For somebody that's that tall with arms that long, he really likes throwing uppercuts in the inside. Very powerful. He gets good leverage off those shots with them arms. I always call him a praying mantis. Right? But has a pretty solid beard on him. It's because you get knocked down don't mean you don't have a beard. Both of these dudes have been knocked down multiple times in their career, so there's nothing new to them. They both been knocked out. They both experienced the canvas, which is not a bad thing in boxing, man. It's actually a learning curve. It's supposed to be, at least. In the first fight they had, Tszyu got a big gash on the top of his head from an elbow from Fundora. He's so tall that Tim Tszyu going under his arms to get inside, and then it caused Fundora to to come down on Tim Tszyu's head, and he bust his head wide open with his elbow, and then in turn, Fundora ended up getting his nose split. I don't remember if it was a punch or was it a headbutt, but Fundora's nose ended up getting broke, I believe, or he had a gash across his nose. So they both, I mean, that was the bloodiest fight I've seen. It was an absolute bloodbath in there. How does this fight go? Well, judging off the last two fights, last fight was Joey Spencer for Tim Tszyu, where he knocked him out in the fourth round. It's a pretty okay fight. I mean, it wasn't really much of a challenge for Tim Tszyu because Joey Spencer, he couldn't do really anything with Tszyu, so that was almost like an expected win for. I think that was like a confidence builder fight. But at the time, Spencer only had one loss. So, he was an okay fighter. He's nothing crazy to rave about. And then before that, he lost to Bakram Murtazaliyev. So, I can't really gauge his confidence factor now because, the Joey Spencer fight, he was supposed to do that. So, I can't really tell how he's going to do against Fundora. But I think Murtazaliyev may have stole a piece of Tim Tszyu's heart. If he goes in there and fights scary, then that's the truth. He goes in there and fights like he fought the first time against Fundora. I think he got a strong chance to possibly, maybe outbox him to a decision. But I don't see that happening. I can possibly see a knockout. I'm going for a knockout in this fight. I think that Murtazaliyev fight took a lot out of him, bro. So I'm thinking this time it's probably going to be a much cleaner fight, and I think this time Fundora going to outbox him, jab him up, and then come on the end. And when they get to the inside, if Tszyu decides to make it a brawl, or if he decides to be scary and then tries to outbox, Fundora probably going to press the action and get up on him inside. I see a knockout, probably by uppercut. So I say Tim Tszyu, probably late knockout by Tim Tszyu, by Fundora. So I got Sebastian Fundora by knockout, probably round 9. I'm going to go around 8 or 9. He lays out Tim Tszyu. Murtazaliyev is significantly stronger, probably more skilled, and he was able to get Tszyu out in the third round. So I think Fundora probably gonna break Tszyu down during the course of the fight. Tszyu gonna have some moments, but I think I think he's probably gonna be wary of Fundora this time. I just got that feeling. So my prediction: Sebastian Fundora knockout. 8th, 9. I'm going 8 round. This is Rebel Light Boxing. Let me know what you think. Drop comments, talk to me. Catch y'all in the next one.